Alright, welcome back to look at example number 2. In this particular question we are still looking at similar lengths and areas. We have the first shape here, the rectangle has an area of 4 centimeters squared. We have another one that has an area of 9 centimeters squared with a length here of 3 centimeters and corresponding length here of z centimeters. So here what we need to do first of all is we need to establish the scale factor, because if you call this our length original and this is our length enlarged, so length original times by the scale factor is equal to this one. So this number here times by a scale factor is equal to z. So in order to work our scale factor we have to consider the areas. Now the formula for areas is this. So area of the original times by the scale factor squared is equal to the area of the enlarged. Now the area of the original here is, if you look over here, is 4 centimeters squared. So 4 times by the scale factor squared is equal to 9. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to make the scale factor the subject. So what we do here is scale factor squared, that's your first action, second action. So we get the time by 4, we take it to the other side, becomes a divide by 4. So the scale factor squared is equal to 9 divided by 4. Now, we need to get rid of the squared. We don't want scale factor squared, we want to work this. So the opposite of squaring is square root. So the scale factor will be equal to 9 over 4 square rooted. Now the square root of 9 over 4 will give us an answer of, so square root of 9 is 3, square root of 4 is 2, so that gives you 3 over 2, which is equivalent to 1.5. Okay, so that's our scale factor for this question. So what we need to do now that we established the scale factor from the area, by corresponding area, we need to now feed this back in to our first part of the question. So here we have the length original, which is 3, times by the scale factor, which we worked out to be 1.5. That will give us our z value, which is the enlarged length. So 3 times by 1.5 will give us a value of 4.5 centimeters. Okay, so that's the same as saying 3 times by 1 is 3, 3 times by half is 1.5, 3 and 1.5 is 4.5 centimeters. And that's the end of that question. Thank you very much for joining us, and please join us again in the video.